angle pair relationship. So, the three angle pair relationships that I would like to talk about in this video is vertical angles, complementary angles, and supplementary angles. Now, vertical angles are formed if there are two lines and then ma-intersect sila. So, whenever they are intersecting, it forms like 1, 2, 3, 4 angles, diba? Now, the vertical angles would be the angles that are across each other. So, as you can see, markahan ko na the alpha and another alpha. They should be equal. These two angles, beta and beta, they should also be equal. So, for example, butangan ta sa isang value, no? If beta is 45 degrees, therefore, this angle down here is also equal to 45 degrees. Okay, something like that. Let's try another example. Let's say ang alpha 60 degrees. So, ang vertical angle to its right is also equal to 60 degrees. Okay? So, that is the definition and characteristic of vertical angles. Now, complementary angles, they form a right angle. So, they form a right angle whose symbol is this square. And that just means 90 degrees ang ilang total. It doesn't mean nga ang complementary angles amo gid ni ang itsura ha. Sometimes it would be an angle and another angle in different places as long as, for example, one is 30 degrees and the other is 60 degrees. They complement each other because they are equal or they total to 90 degrees. So they are not necessarily gapilitay or adjacent to each other. Pero ang aton ding example, adjacent sila. So let's say beta is 20 degrees. Pila si alpha? 70 degrees. Diba? Kaya 70 plus 20 is equal to 90. Of course, nga kung drawing, hindi siya to scale, no? Alpha, balanta, 35 degrees. So, pila si beta? It's going to be 55 degrees. Kaya 55 plus 35 is equal to 90. Something like that. Okay. Supplementary angles naman niya, they total to 180 degrees. And they form a straight angle. So, whenever we say straight angle, 180 degrees na siya dayon. Kaya nga straight mo, iniblaw, 180 degrees na siya. Also, just like complementary angles, they do not need to be adjacent or gapilitay with each other. So, sometimes it can be this, which we'll talk about eventually, no? Example, ang ini nga angle is, let's say, 30. It's too small, but whatever. 30 degrees. So, what is this guy? They are supplementary. It's supposed to be 150 degrees. So, they do not necessarily have to be together as long as they total into 80 degrees. Something like that. Ang triangle, tatlo na sila ba? And then they all total to 180 degrees. So you can say that these three angles supplement each other. Alright? So let me get rid of this. And then let's try some examples. Okay. We have here an intersection. So it already looks like your vertical angles. If this side is 35, how much is this side? Based on anta earlier, this is supposed to be 35 degrees. Meanwhile, what is beta? As observed, they form a straight line and therefore a straight angle. Total nila dapat 180 degrees. So, beta plus 35 should be equal to 180 degrees. Transpose sa piyak. Beta is equal to 180 minus 35. And therefore, beta is equal to 180 minus 35. Gamit ko para sure. 145 degrees. Alright, this is 145 degrees. Another example would be these two triangles wherein ang isa sila nga mga vertex ga-form vertical angle. Okay. Ang atong ginapangita is X and Y. Ang una natin atakehon would be each of these triangles because we know that the total or the sum of the values of angles in a triangle should be equal to 180 degrees, diba? Obvious na ni 72 ang isa ka angle, 42 ang isa ka angle. Therefore, what's left? That should be 180 minus 72 minus 42 equals the unknown. So that would be 180 minus 72 minus 42 is equal to 66 degrees. So I can write here 66 degrees. We can now find x because 66 and the unknown x forms a supplementary or a straight line, straight angle. So 66 plus x is equal to 180 because they form a straight angle. Two of them are supplementary to each other. Butang ko lang note And then transpose 66. X equals 180 minus 66. And that's minus 180. 114 degrees. So, pwede nyo na siya baksan. X is equal to 114 degrees. Now, let's try to find y. Ari na aton nga vertical angles. They are across each other. This forms 42 degrees. Now, if these are the three angles of a triangle, one is 42, the other 69, this is unknown, you can set it so that it's 180 minus 42 minus 69 equals ang unknown. So 180 minus 42 minus 69, and the unknown is 69 degrees. So you can write 69 here, and then you can see that y and 69 are supplementary to each other. They form a straight angle. So let's say 69 plus y equals 180. Putaan ko what note? Straight angle. And finally, transpose 69 to the other side so that y is equal to 180 minus 69. 180 minus 69 is equal to 111 degrees. So y is equal to 111 degrees. Okay, another example. Now let's find x in this problem. We can see a 40 over here and this symbol nga daw square. As discussed earlier, this is the symbol for a right angle, which is equal to 90 degrees. Now, another symbol that you can see here are these two parallel lines. Whenever you see this just means that these two sides of the smaller triangle are equal. Equal ni sila ang ilang length. Now, based sa characteristics ng isa ka triangle, if these two sides are equal, ang ini nga angles nila sa dalom, their base angles are equal. So, whenever you see this, put silingon, these two angles are the same. Pangalanan ta sila, kay given naman ng, ginapangita ta si x, diba? So, pangalanan ta sila y is equal to the other guy, y. Alright? Focus na ni sa dako nga triangle, So, triangle 1, ang gakita ko is dapat 180 degrees ang total nila nga angle, pero unknown ni siya, I need this. I need to look for this. So, 180 minus 90, ang right nga angle, minus 40, siya ni ang unknown ta. So, that would be 180 minus 90, it's 90 minus 40, that's 50. Double check ko lang sa calculate. 180 minus 90 minus 40. 50 degrees, okay? So, we can say this is 50 degrees. Now, these two angles here form a straight angle. So, 50, dasun ang inipila, kay dapat ang total nila 180. So, hapos na mental math, 180 minus 50, abot na nga this is 130 degrees. So, idringon ko lang siya sa dalom para athag, no? If this is 130, dasun based sa ato nga definition, whenever you see these two lines, these two angles are the same, y is equal to y. Therefore, I can say that 180 minus 130 is equal to, ang duha ka unknown, duha ka y. So, 180 minus 130, dapat 50 ni siya. Double checking with my calcio. 50 is equal to 2y. Divide mo siya sa 2, and then y is equal to 25 degrees. Okay, so that I can focus on just this one, 25 degrees, which forms a straight angle with x. So, if their total is supposed to be 180 degrees, 25 is already known, pila ang x? 180 minus 25 is supposed to be 155 degrees. So, x is equal to 155 degrees. Alright, another example bagay. For this problem, we're also looking for x, diba? So, the focus is we have to find the angles here in this little triangle para masumata si x. Hapos na ni dayon makita ang ining angle. Kaya nga they form a straight angle with 120. Supplementary sila. So, ngalanan ta ni siya y So, y plus 120, they are equal to 180. Kung transpose 120 sa piyak, y is equal to 180 minus 120, which will give you 60. So, y is already equal to 60 degrees. Nice. I need to find this angle para i-subtract ko siya sa 180 and 60 later on. Kagmakuha ko na si y. Pero, aring struggle, Ini siya nga angle, we can find that if we look at this bigger triangle. Okay. Ang clue is, ariyo, ining gamay nga square. They form a straight angle, diba? Ang gamay nga square signifies this is 90 degrees. So, 180 minus 90, ini dapat is also a 90 degree angle. Nice. Okay. So, for the large, sulat ko na lang. For the large triangle, 180, ang total nila, minus sang 90 nga nabalaan ta na, minus sang 50 nga nabalaan ta na, they should be equal to this unknown nga nalanan ko z. So, that's 180 minus 90 minus 50 is equal to 40 degrees. So, this is 40 degrees ang z. Okay, we can now focus on this smaller triangle and then makuha ta na si x. So, ang nabalaan ta is, for the smaller triangle, 180 minus 40 minus 60 is equal to the left unknown. And x is equal to 180 minus 40 minus 60 is equal to 80 degrees. Alright. So, these are some examples on how to play with the characteristics and properties of triangles and angles.